Hi everybody, it's Colleen with Artwork by Colleen, and this afternoon I wanted to show you a kind of quick video. I've seen a few different people make leaves on YouTube and other locations, and I wanted to show you a quick and easy way to make a leaf. Now, I don't have a lot of different greens, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this base green color, I'm going to add black to it to make it a darker green. I'm going to add yellow to this to make it obviously more of a yellow green. And then the black I'm going to use for the veins in between and to wrap around the leaf. So the first thing I'm going to do is mix these together, which is nothing more than putting it through the pasta machine several times. So I'm going to do that and come right back. This is the green I came up with after mixing some black in. This is the one that had the yellow. Full disclosure, I added a little bit of white to it, but I don't think it's quite light enough because there's not a big enough variation between the two. So I'm just going to go ahead, put a little bit more white in here, run that through the pasta machine, mix it up, and we'll be back to see what it looks like. Okay, I'm happier with those two now. So we're just going to make a simple skinner blend. I'm going to have to take a little bit of this light green away because with adding the white and the yellow, it ended up making it a little bit bigger than the other one. I try to keep them close to the same size so we get a pretty even blend. All right, so just to show you really quickly for a skinner blend, I'm just gonna cut those in half. Cut these in half the opposite way. Whoops. Bing. Put them like this, so they're next to each other. Have a little bit left on each end when you come up like that, there and there. And then you're gonna, since I made it double, roll it out just a smidge. And then we're gonna fold it over and we're gonna run it through several times. I'll be back to show you what that looks like. Okay, now that sorry about that, shaking camera. Now that we have a little bit of a difference, it looks better on this side between the two. Just gonna fold it in half. I'm gonna run it down long ways, and then I'm gonna run it out really thin so that we can make a barrel cane. Okay, here I am back again, and to just show you the difference, there's a decent amount. It's not a barrel cane, it's a bullseye cane. We'll call that a senior moment. All right, I'm gonna roll this up really quickly. I'm gonna start with the lighter. And you just start here and you roll it up, oh, there. You roll it up really tightly till you get all the way to the end. I'll be right back and show you. Here we are back, simple bullseye cane. Just gonna push it down a little bit. Now, super easy. You're gonna take the bullseye cane. You're gonna kind of make it into a, let's say sort of an oval shape. It's not gonna be round. It's not gonna be that. It's sort of an oval shape like this. And then you're gonna take and you're gonna cut through on an angle, like so. Try not to squish it all the way down, but that's kind of what happens.
I don't know that one.
Now I'm back with the black. I had forgotten to roll it out. And in case you heard earlier that Alexa decided to chime in for no apparent reason. No, Alexa. And now we're just gonna cut a piece of black. It's gonna go in the middle. Couldn't see on the other side, so camera's sort of blocking my view, but that's fine. Whoops. Hey. Here we go. Stop. I feel like I was going to cut this out at first, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it in because I messed that up. And I just want you to know out there, everybody makes mistakes. So I feel like it was important just to leave that in there, that I messed it up. Because before I can put the center one in there, we want to make the side veins of the leaf. So in order to do that, we are going to do sort of the same process. But we're going to cut it. We're going to cut. This clay is so soft. It's crazy. So we're doing the same process, except we're going to, no, I'll just use that piece. That'll work. Put the black in there. Just gonna carpet on top there. You know, if it doesn't fit like all the way perfectly, you can just push it a little bit. Clay's pretty flexible. And then I'm gonna snip off the ends, put it back up here. And then I'm gonna cut one down the center. You can't even tell that it was cut the other way because of the fact that clay is so soft, it goes together really easily. Once again, I'm gonna cut a little piece, scoop that up, put that back in place, and I think I'll make one more cut right here. And because I don't want to run out of the black clay for the rest of this, I'm going to piece this together. Once we reduce it, you won't even notice that that's pieced together. But for our purposes, there we go. So now, back to where we were before. See, like I said, it's a pretty easy process. Okay, so we've placed it back together. Now we're going to make that little angled cut across it, where we're going to put in our piece of black across the middle. And scoop it back up. You could trim that off just a hair. Okay. Now, this time, instead of putting it back like this, because that's going to go the same way it was, we are going to flip it over. We're going to do our best to get close to matching. And look at that. Now you got a leaf shape. Isn't that cool? And that was so easy to do. Even messing up. That's why I wanted to show y'all. Mess ups, it's fine. You can work through mess ups. Okay. So, now I'm going to go re-roll this black. I might have to add a little tiny bit to it so I have enough to cover around the leaf, and I'll be right back. All right, here we are back. Now, roll the piece out. We're gonna fit it this way. So we're gonna take the first side, get my long blade for this. We're gonna even out this cut right here so we don't need those scraps. And cut this one. We don't need those scraps right now. Just have it over in my scrap pile. Cut the end off here, and then I'm gonna take my short one, it's easier to work with. Then I'm gonna scoop it up and start rolling till we get to the end. Now, here we go. So we're at the end already. That's pretty fast. But you see we have a little tiny spot that wasn't covered, so that's a super easy fix. Just gonna cut that, and you're just gonna stick a little piece in there. Because like I said, when you reduce these down, all those lines go away. There we go. And that, my friends, is how you make a super quick and easy leaf cane. So in order to reduce it, you're just gonna keep squeezing it down to however you want it. I try to keep rolling it and then push it because you don't want it to distort too completely. Sometimes if you're working with clay and you need to keep the shape really, really good, wait a little while, let the clay reset. I'm kind of anxious to get this done. I'm going to work on a compilation floral cane, and I'm going to do these separate smaller ones so that when I work on the compilation cane, those who are not familiar with the processes of making leaves or making different flowers can go ahead and look at those videos, get an idea, and then figure out how to make the compilation. So I'm just going to cut this to show you the finished product. And there we go. Pretty cool, huh? This is Colleen again with Artwork by Colleen. You guys have an awesome day. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, I'd sure appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Have a wonderful day.